Good morning, Year 4, and welcome to World Book Day 2021. It's Thursday, the 4th of March, and there's lots of exciting things for us to be doing today on World Book Day. Okay, now one of the all the tasks are up on Teams as normal, and one of the tasks is it's all going to be about Diary of a Wimpy Kid today, and there's an extract of Diary of the Wimpy Kid that I'm going to read now, so you might want to download that so you've got it in front of you, as well as I've got it in front of me as well, so you can follow a bit more carefully if you want to. We're just going to read this together, or I'm going to read it and you're going to follow it, and then go over a couple of bits that you might need for today's tasks. Okay, so this is an extract, and I'm going to read it now, and you can either follow it on screen, or if you've got it downloaded, you can follow it there as well. Here we go. Saturday. I usually sleep in at weekends, but this morning Mum had other plans for me. She said I was going to spend the whole day outside. I told her I'd go out in the snow after I played some video games, but she reminded me about screen-free weekends, and I knew she wasn't going to budge. When I was younger, I could spend hours playing in the snow, but nowadays, after about 10 minutes, I'm ready to come inside. Grown-ups act like being in the snow is the most fun you can ever have, but you never see them out there rolling around in it. I can only remember one time Dad played with us out in the snow, but that ended the second Roderick dumped some snow down the back of Dad's neck. Mum's always making us kids go outside because she says we need our vitamin D, which you get from the sun. I tell Mum I get plenty of vitamin D from the sun in my video games, but that kind of reasoning never works on her. When I went outside today, Manny was already in the front yard making snowmen, or whatever you'd call those things. We never finished raking the lawn in the autumn, so Manny used the leaves we hadn't picked up to decorate his snow friends. Manny had used up most of the snow in the yard, so there wasn't a whole lot I could even do outside. I decided to head up to Rowley's, which meant I had to pass by Fregley's house, and sure enough, he was out in his front yard. Want to finish building me? The reason I went to Rowley's was because his family just got heated floors. So on cold days, I try to spend as much time at his house as possible. But Mum must have known I was gonna go to Rowley's because she called his parents and he was outside when I got there. As long as we both had to be outdoors, I figured we should make the most of it. Since I'd already done all the hard work getting up the hill, I told Rowley we should get in a little sledging. The plough usually comes through by late morning, so we can only get in a few good runs before the street is cleared. But the regular plough guy was on holiday, and the kids at the top of the hill told the substitute driver that Surrey Street was 2 miles down the road, so that bought us some extra time. I don't actually think it's a good idea to mess around with substitutes because it always comes back to bite you. Last year we had a long-term supply teacher in algebra, and on his first day me and my classmates all switched seats with each other because we knew the sub would be relying on the seating chart. Robert, did you finish your homework? Yep. And there's Robert in the middle. Ha ha ha. Okay, that's just an extract, children. So what we need to be able to do today, one of your tasks is about developing and writing and drawing a comic book. So we're going to look for some of those features in this text. So the first one we're going to look for is the use of capital letters. Okay, so let me find my highlighting pen. We'll do the capital letters in green. So you can see we've got quite a lot of use of capital letters, words that are capitalized. And when I read them, I gave them quite a lot of emphasis. And I think it's really, look how many there are a lot. And you can do this in this sort of writing to emphasize some of the aspects. Mom's always making us kids go outside. I tell Mom I get plenty of vitamin D. Helps you when you're reading, and also helps you to understand the text a little bit more. So there's lots of use of capital letters when you're writing a comic book. Informal words. So informal words are those words, children, we've done before, haven't we? Chatty words. Words that you wouldn't use if you were writing a story or a letter to somebody. Chatty, informal, sometimes slang words. So here's an example. Gonna. Yeah. Chatty word. Wanna. Yeah. Ah. There's another one. Chatty words. Even that. Ha ha ha. Informal language. Yeah. Probably some more as well. Next one. Onomatopoeia. Now, not done a lot of this in school, but onomatopoeia is a word that is there, and it actually sounds, it's developed, it's there to sound like the sound it makes. So here's an example. When Roderick is putting the snow down Dad's back, slorp. Yeah, slorp. So it might be other things like bang, boom, hiss. Those sort of words are onomatopoeia. Okay, and there's an example. I think there's only one example in this one. Yeah, but you will find them in other cartoon or comic books. Use of a cartoon. So there's a use of a cartoon, you see. You know, he's coming down the road, he's passing Fregley's house, and there's a little cartoon there about lying on the floor at Rowley's house. Lots of little cartoons, these strange snowmen that Manny's been making. Okay. And funny scenarios. Well, again, they're a bit like they're the cartoons again, aren't they? But they're also the situations, the funny situations. You know, the fact this is a funny situation that he goes to his friend's house and he lies on the floor because it's underfloor heating. That's actually quite amusing. So there's those aspects there as well. So these are some of the features of comic books, children, and these are the things you'll need to put into your comic book when you download the task. Now, the tasks that I've put on Teams for you, there's a whole load of sort of English-based World Book Day tasks, and then there's a scarecrow task. Okay. Now there isn't. There's several tasks on Teams linked to the Diary of a Wimpy Kid and a scarecrow task. There is not a maths task today. All I ask is that you maybe go on TT for a short time just to keep your tables going, and then we'll come back to the maths on Friday, okay, because there's quite a lot to do with the work on World Book Day. Okay, those two things are explained fully on Teams on the assignments. If you look at them and open them up, it'll explain what I want you to do with the scarecrow and also the Diary of the Wimpy Kid. I hope you have fun on World Book Day, children. And I've also asked you to post pictures of some of the things that you might have done today. If you can, that'd be great. And watch our Facebook page, because Year 4 in school will be making a scarecrow. The scarecrows are all about characters from books. And so Year 4 children in school are doing a scarecrow of Aslan from our story last term. You have the option to make a scarecrow at home, but you don't have to do an Aslan one. It's all explained on the task up on the assignment on Teams. All right, boys and girls, have a wonderful day and see you soon. Goodbye.